Hi guys, Sophia here for my great challenge. Yes, I am in the office. No, I don't want to do it, but it's my D.O.C series. This is number 19. I got my little sticky out of the jar, and again, next time I'm not using stickies. It's not working for me. They are sticking on each other and I cannot open them. Proves to show that Post-its actually has good stickies compared to the Target bin. Okay, office closet is what we're doing today. Quick update as a follow-up from yesterday's video. I am making masks. This is the one that I made yesterday. I actually made 3 of them so far, so I have 21 to go. And here we go. So this is just a basic cloth mask. I'm not telling you that this is what's going to save you from getting the virus, but there's a Forbes article that I showed you yesterday. It was in, I'll put it down below as well, where they're saying that they're requiring people to make their own masks if they can't find any. It's better than not at all. It doesn't have any kind of filter in it, but the advantage that if you have a N95 mask, you can actually wear the N95 and put that on it, over it, and it kind of protects it a little bit more because those are running low in supply and they're not like to be worn over and over again. So you might, don't quote me on this, extend the life of your N95 if you have one. Or if you have one of the cheapo blue masks, you know, with the nose pinch, you can wear that and put that over it. Or you can just wear 2 of these or just 1 of these. One is better than none, is what I'm trying to tell you. So it's just a basic pattern with ribbons that I made to go with it because there's no elastic to be found in Joanna's clothes. So I'm making a whole bunch of those. That's my update. This is day 2. Well, no, actually it's the first day today that New Jersey is in complete lockdown. I'm going to work tomorrow. Spoke to mom, she's fine. Spoke to one grandma in Ohio, she's fine. Ohio is fine. The kids are doing okay. Edward's still working at the supermarket, and that would be it for our update. We have enough food. I texted neighbors on the other side. They're fine too. They've basically been in self-isolation for over a week now, working from home. And that's about it. So what am I doing in the office today? Kicking and screaming, but doing it anyway. I gotta do the closet. Let me move the camera. Yes, this closet. It's somewhat organized. At least the top part of it is well organized, but the bottom part here has got to go. I found on the street a very tall plastic container with drawers, and I'm going to bring it in, and that's what's going to replace all of this here. This shelf is probably going to have to go because I think that container is too high, and that's fine, but I'm trying to consolidate. And let's face it, I am going to do any scrapbooking anytime soon, so I think that most of the scrapbooking stuff is going to go. And that would be it for this video. I have 3 other parts in this office. I have my shelving system. I'm not touching Scott's. If Scott wants to organize his stuff, he can. I'm not touching it. So I may remove the curtain because it's on the tension rod, and get started. Office, closet, declutter, organize, and clean. First things first, we're going to remove this. If I can. Ooh. I had some serious tension on this thing. Okay, so this can stay. This is organized properly. This is all photo stuff. Yeah. Let me. Can you see what I'm doing? No. Now on this side I gotta remove all of this because I believe I'm gonna have to remove the shelf altogether. Well, let me find out first if I really need to remove the shelf. I may not have to. I may be able to get away with just removing this. Watch out for nails. It might fit. Alright. The shelf, no, perfect. Okay. This is a little bit more solid than what I had before, so I'm going to use that and start putting things back. So first order of business, I want to re-clean this, even though I had cleaned it when I brought it into the house. It was a lucky find because those are not cheap. That's number one. And they're super, super practical. Now this drawer, for some reason, is a little bit tacky. So what do I want to do with this? I want to consolidate all of the office supplies and the scrapbooking supplies, and I want to have them in a way where they are all organized and labeled, because I have several boxes. I have one main box of supplies and I have baskets over there with a bunch of different things. And I want to put them all into one place. That's the goal of organization, right? Find what you need and have everything in one place. So let me finish that. This is one box of office supply that I have around the office. There's several one of them. So now's the time to put all of this stuff together. A lot of it is pens, paper clips, ink, labels. I mean, there's a little bit of everything. All of this stuff needs to be reorganized and labeled on the other side. Alright, so to begin, I'm going to remove this. It's nice, but I don't need it. And I have two baskets here that fit in this. And in one, I'm going to do all of the colored markers because they fit. These are colored Sharpies. Makes it easy to find. And then on the other side, I'm going to put the colored, what do you call them? The Stadler and the Peppermate. And the Le Pen pens. Okay, so this is going to be just for pens and ink. Let me do a label for that. In the next drawer, I have Post-its, some paper clip, stapler, staple remover, staples, a single hole punch, scissors, glue, some reinforcement things, and tape in the back. And I think that's pretty much it for office supplies. So I'm going to use the same color label. These are Martha Stewart label. I don't know if they still make them. So this is going to be office supplies. That leaves me 4 drawers for scrapbooking and craft supplies, which is more than I need because a lot of it is going today. I don't have time. Maybe when I retire I'll have time, but now, no. Interested in other hobbies. So, and I still have room to put more. There we go. Okay, moving on. And that drawer is probably a good place to put these various binder clips. These are paper clips, and these are a bunch of SD cards or whatnot. So that can go in here because there's room for it. And they're already kind of in storage containers, so they're not going to go all over the place in the drawer. And you know, as I go through the office, I'm going to find more supplies. I'm going to find big rolls of tapes. I know I have a hole puncher somewhere, and then the hole punchers for my planner is going to be found somewhere in here. So all of that is going to go in this drawer that's designated for office supplies. So let me start going through the scrapbooking box. I have a lot of papers. And this is stuff for the printer. That's the printer scanner accessories, the stuff that allows me to scan slides and whatnot. This is a Scott portfolio thing that can go back in here. Actually, there's room for it to go there, but I'm not going to do that now. So let me go through all of my scrapbook supplies. So at some point you have to be realistic, right? How much scrapbooking supply do I need to hoard that I will never use? There's a lot of it, and it's getting ridiculous because I haven't scrapbooked in 5 years, something like that. And I have a lot of good quality paper. A lot of it, and a lot of it I really like. So some I'm going to keep, and this is perfect size for it. Like for instance this, I'm definitely keeping it because I really like it, and I do have a project I'm supposed to do and I keep on talking about it and nothing's happening. Maybe that's a keep. I went through these already and I said I was going to keep those. These are my good ones. They're all part of that project that I want to make. They really are beautiful paper. This one is all London stuff. The problem with the scrapbooking paper is that it's probably going to take an entire drawer, if not 2. Definitely keeping that. Okay. I know I have some basic gray in here I want to keep. I can't keep all of it. It's going to take too much room. Okay. The second drawer is scrapbooking supplies. I'm going to keep those. First of all, these are expensive. That's number one. And I use them. Well, I use them. That's a lie. I don't use them. But I want to keep them. You can't see anything. These are all supplies that I'm keeping to make mini albums. stuff like that. Make dashboards and file folder. I have a project in my head that I will complete at some point. I just don't know when. And I don't want to donate this stuff because I'm going to use it. I will use it. Just not now. So I'm being realistic. I can't throw away everything because I'm going to have to repurchase it at some point. When I'm ready to do that project I have in mind. But I can't keep everything. These were all the ones I sorted out the last time and I said I was going to keep. Because I did a good job reorganizing. These I will keep. Right now I'm just basically relocating all of the scrapbooking. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so we got 3 drawers done. And then the last one is where I have my Far East paper, which I'm keeping because this one is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm keeping even the scraps. That's how much I love this one. So this I'm keeping. So I'm pretty much filled to capacity now. There's no more room. So this has been entirely reorganized. I have office supplies, pens, scrapbook papers, and the rest is scrapbook supplies. Not much room left. I thought about buying another one and put it over here, but you know what? Now is not the time to spend any money. I believe that I can be creative with what I already have. I just have basically these 2 shelves here and the space over there to put together. There's enough boxes and containers in this house for me to do something that looks good, organized, and helps me find what I need. So let me pull all of this out. I know that there is a container of pictures that needs to be consolidated. And then I have these boxes here that are part of, these are negatives. So I got more scrapbooking stuff here. So all of these can be put together. Because they're all part of the same stuff. And it would look much better. And then this is more scrapbooking stuff. These are inks and whatnot. Sometimes you're just reorganizing the same stuff. You're not necessarily decluttering a whole bunch. What I'm trying to do here is putting things back in a way that makes more sense. Okay, and over here is going to be just pictures. These are books from my childhood. I love those. They need to go on the shelf. So this is pictures. I'll never do anything with this. This is all the stuff I brought back from my last trip to France. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever do anything with this. What's in here? La Joie stuff. Like, why am I keeping these? This is a La Joie bag. There's all the memorabilia, you know, like the mariage prayer. I was going to do an album. There's no way I'm going to have time to do it. I just don't... I feel terrible about letting it go. All the ticket stubs. I'm dreaming if I think I'm going to do anything with this, but we'll keep it for now. I shouldn't, right? You're probably thinking, no, throw it away. I'm just not ready to let it go because I still hope that I'm going to do something with it. This can go. So now it's nighttime. You can tell I've been goofing off quite a lot. This is getting really, really organized. I have a bunch of empty baskets that, guess what? They gotta go. Don't need them. If I keep them, I'm going to use them. I don't need none of this stuff. So I have one big garbage bag already. These are not sticking, and that's the reason why I had the tags, but I don't want to do the tags, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get those to stick. Big empty space here. I'm sure there's stuff on the other side I can bring in here, and then the floor is a big mess, so I have to clean that up. Yeah, it's looking better. Okay, so I'm done. Top over here are various scrapbooking albums that I've completed. These are boxes of stuff. They all labeled already. This is pre-labeled from the last time. Over here I have all my planners with their various punches. So I have punch for a classic size, and then the other one is a punch for a personal size. These are boxes that were sent to me by Debbie. I still have them, Debbie. And then boxes here. The large one is the greeting cards, which I have a lot. It's full. And then this is all the friends memorabilia. I put it in that box instead. I had 3 left over of those containers, so I kind of reorganized things in there. These are boxes that I had from the last time that I'm keeping with their contents. I have this space here I don't know what to do with, but I have a picture of a Boston Terrier that was Scott's great-grandmother's. She had a Boston Terrier, and that was in a house. This is very old. I can't tell you how old it is, probably 70, 80 years old. And I have an album here that Amanda had made for me, and I still have it. I'm supposed to put stuff in it. It's one of those albums that has pockets, you know, like you pull out the pockets to put the pictures in it. I'm supposed to fill it up, but again, you know, I got so many other things to do, but I like it. And with the 2 terrier, I think it looks really cute. So this here is the big container that I've organized today, and you can see that everything here is properly labeled. And as I found supplies, I put them in there. So on top here, you've seen that before, it's all my ink and pens. Over here is all the office supplies, including my label maker. Why did I not use the label maker? Because I don't have the refills for it, and I prefer this kind of label for now, because everything's going to change at some point, I'm sure. This is not permanent. Nothing really is in my house anyway. The rest is scrapbooking supplies. And then these are all containers that we already had in the house. These are all electronics, are leftovers that are no longer work, but we don't want to let go of because of whatever. Scott doesn't want to let them go of. So I have to keep them. So the closet is done. This was my job for today, and I think I did a pretty good job. If I need something, I know exactly where it is. It needed to be revisited anyway. I wish I had a second one of these, but I'm not making that purchase right now, because all of this here could fit in another one of those, and it probably would look much better if I had two identical ones, but it's not a priority. I'm done with this task. I'm glad I did it, even though I didn't want to do it and I kind of dragged my feet. It was like a good hour and a half, 2 hours in between job because I didn't want to get to do it. But yeah, it's done and I think it looks really nice. Much better than what I had before. And everything is nicely organized. At least all the office supplies are put together. So I'm going to leave you at that. I'm going to work tomorrow, so I'll edit yesterday's video on Tuesday. This one you're going to see it on Thursday probably. I want to give a big thank you to all of the healthcare workers, anybody who's working in hospitals right now, clinics, labs, anything that has to do with healthcare right now. I want to give you a major thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are the frontline warriors right now, and I don't think there's enough thank you going on for you guys. Really appreciate what you do. Stay safe, please, everybody, stay safe. The stuff is bad right now. I anticipate that it's going to get worse. It has to because we're just at the beginning. Remember what I said in the last video when I talked about this? We are 2 weeks behind whatever else has been going on in Europe. So the next 2 weeks are going to be a very rough ride. My only advice to you is step away from the news a little bit. You know, use the time if you are home. Use the time, of course, to take care of your family and your children, but use that time to do some self-care and spend some time organizing and doing all the things you've been procrastinating. You'll feel much better on the way out, having really utilized your time to taking care of yourself and your home. That's all I have to say. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.